Is Rico the opinionist, and I'm trying to see which way do I look, so I don't seem like I'm looking off. I haven't made a video in a while, and I guess I have to be, prompted either to write something or to do a video. So, I guess the latest thing that's going on, quite a few things, but this one thing I think we really need to address. A couple of things rather. The Millions Man March. I was very proud and very happy to be a part for the third time. I was there in 1995 and 2005 for the Millions More March, and I participated in this year's 20th anniversary of the Million Man March, and it was great. I thought it was awesome. Contrary to what a lot of people want to believe, there was an agenda set. There was a blueprint given to all those over 700,000 black folks and others who attended. There was an agenda, the same blueprint that was given in 1995. And but it's up to us to carry out that agenda. So for those who are saying, "Hey, you had all these hundreds of thousands of people who went there, but you spent this amount of money, you still spent it with white folks there." Well, out of those 30 million, I guess the so-called $30 million that was estimated, or $100 million in DC, there are African Americans who did participate or benefit from us being there. So it wasn't just all Caucasians. And number two, black folks don't own a damn thing. So if we were to come to any city, or if there's a large gathering held at any city, if African Americans owned an airplane, if they owned hotels, if they owned banks, if they owned food trucks, if they owned all the things, I guess we were accused of patronizing, then black people would have directly benefited. But black people don't own airlines. They don't own bus airlines or bus train. Well, some bus stations or Greyhound, whatever it is, like Greyhound. But the point is, when there's a large African American ownership involved, then they can benefit from it directly. So, for all the naysayers, you have your right to have your opinion about the march, but it did something else for me. It helped to rejuvenate me and revitalize me for what I need to continue to strive to do as, number one, a black man, number two, for my community and or race. And I wish those who were in 1995, and those who went in 2005, and those who attended and what this recent march, if we would just take the blueprint that was given and just put it to use. No, that's how. That's proof of these gatherings of being effective. And then also we need to up ownership. That's one of the parts of the blueprint and one of the orders that was given. Ownership, black folks. But I will say, I'm gonna give you kudos for boycotting the hip hop awards on BET, because BET TV won. None of the black media, because we didn't expect the Caucasian media to show the march, but TV won. And I know, okay, all the geniuses, I know that they're white owned, but hey, again, you did a good job by dropping viewership of that the dumbass hip hop awards, and the orders was given to boycott Christmas. See, 700,000 and thousands of others who watched it on C-SPAN or whatever. You know what you're supposed to do. Mr. Farrakhan doesn't have to have a call for black men, or call for 700,000 black folks to descend upon Washington D.C. or any other city, but I guess that's needed. But when we're called upon, the agenda is set, the orders are given. Now it's up to us to go back to Memphis, Detroit, Miami, Chicago, wherever we're from, Atlanta, wherever we're from, to put those self-determination orders into play, put action behind it. What is it that we can't seem to grasp about the concept of ownership? What is it, black folks? So it's not, don't hate on the march. It was great. It was awesome. Don't hate on the money that was spent, because black folks, obviously you didn't follow the orders from 1995. Go out and own. So if we do this again in 10 years or 20 years, make sure they're black hotels, they're black taxis, there are black bus lines, there are black airlines, there's black hotels, there's black motels, there's black restaurants. You know, all the stuff that you say that many of you are saying that we spent this money on. Make sure they're there. Then, and then others were saying that, hey, with all that money, they could have built schools. Well, in 1995 and beyond, there were tons of people who make tons of money could have already created schools and revitalized the black neighborhood. You don't have to wait until a movement and expect those folks who went to the movement every 10 years to do what you could be doing before the rallies take place. So stop passing the buck. We're all guilty, black folks. We're in control. But I don't want to make this video too long because I want to get to this whole Ebony cover issue and this Bedwench CEO. And yes, Ebony, Essence, all the so-called black publications that were originally started 100 years ago, 70 years ago, supposed to address the needs and the issues of black America, they're all now white and or Jewish owned. So we can't expect them to give us the perspective that would be fair to us anymore. And so Ebony Magazine is just an example of being, owned or someone else giving you direct orders. And this lady's got her little ignorant self, the CEO, because she's taking a backlash from Twitter and Facebook and people putting letters together. Yeah, and she deserves it. Ebony Magazine deserves to be boycotted. I wasn't buying that BS in the first place. I used to like it, but I kind of fell off over the years because, especially after the merger or it being bought off. It's the same thing with Essence Magazine. They're not your magazine. They're not our magazines anymore. So now we have to create magazines that cater to our sensibilities as African Americans. It's very simple. But Ebony Magazine, what was the purpose of you putting the Cosby Show image on your cover and putting this shattered glass, broken glass, as if you're trying to say, oh my God, because Cosby is accused of raping these white women, the black family is now broken apart. And then this notion, so insulting, that African Americans cannot or they lack the ability to separate Dr. Bill Cosby from Dr. Heathcliff Huxtable. How insulting. Lady, black America, black folks, listen. No one respects us. No one respects us. Not even black folks who are hired by other people. They don't respect us. They don't think we have good sense. They don't think we have critical and analytical thinking. They don't respect us. And this woman gets her ass on television with this condescending, glib attitude. Well, there are things we have to talk about as African Americans. There are things that we keep a lot of secrets. What in the hell does Dr. Cosby and his accusations have to do with you participating in the dismantling of such an iconic show? Has nothing to do with that. That's the image. We can separate the image from the man. But let me share something else with black folks who are so upset with Dr. Cosby and these accusations. First of all, Spelman, if this video gets out to you, Spelman University, Spelman College, y'all are stupid. You gave that money back. Y'all broke ass needed that money. But anyway, if it wasn't for Dr. Cosby, y'all broke ass would be maybe a little small technical school or just used as storage for the city of Atlanta. But he bailed your dumbasses out. But then you're going to go with the trend of hate Bill Cosby because of these accusations and give the money back? How stupid are you? Y'all don't have that kind of money to be giving anything back. Yes, Spelman College. Y'all just suck. Anyway, not to say that women there aren't fine. I'm just saying that whoever the decision makers at Spelman, y'all suck. So anyway, let me say this real quick. I'm finished. Black folks, come on, get some sense, please. In 2015, get some sense. Y'all know why black folks, see, I understand white folks, white racism, who they are and what they are. I'm not tripping about them. I'm always curious about how we behave under this system or the psychology of white superiority, white racism, white supremacy. Yeah, I threw the word out. Some people don't like that. See, let's throw up this. See, Woody Allen and Roman Polanski, there was evidence of them raping their, let me see, well, let's start with Woody Allen. There was evidence. Mia Farrow came out, his wife, that he took pictures of Lil Soon Yi when she was like 10, 11 years old with her legs open. And then and then I guess when she grew up, he even married his victim when she turned 21. This old fool. And Woody Allen has still made movies. He's still celebrated by white folks. He's still this great director. Roman Polanski gave his 14-year-old victim alcohol in his apartment in the 70s, raped her. And when the heat came on, he fled the country to France. And they were still giving him Oscar nominations and all this. It wasn't until recently that he finally came back. And I don't know if he's in jail or not after about 30, 40 years on the run. Roman Polanski. Then that's how they treat theirs. And I'm not approving of mistreatment of women whatsoever. Only thing I get down with is what's right. And I deal in human behavior. All right, you ready for this? R. Kelly. Black women defended this Negro. Defended him left and right because he made songs that they love to dance to and shake their behinds to. And they still defend him. And there's video. It was out there in 2000, 2001. Everybody saw it. If you had a black beauty shop or black barber shop, you saw the movie. You saw it. But they cheered as if he was some kind of prisoner of war when he was found not guilty. Doesn't mean he wasn't guilty. We all saw it, but we wanted that not guilty so we can continue to like his music. And he called himself a Pied Piper. You know what a Pied Piper is? The storybook goes, the fairy tale is when the Pied Piper played his flute. The children followed the music and he led the underage children out of the village unbeknownst to their parents. And he called himself the Pied Piper. And black folks love it. And black women are defending this dude. Now let's get to Dr. Cosby. Why is he such on the tips of so many African Americans? A lot of us, we're just trying to be fair and wait till the evidence come out. Actual evidence, not accusations. Ebony Magazine, based on our logic, saying we should keep the two together. He should be destroyed, his shows and all this. Ebony Magazine, and of course, white folks. You know why R. Kelly was able to still come to Memphis on October 30th and here in Dallas on October 31st and still have CDs come out? Because the white mainstream media didn't attack him. So therefore, black people weren't mad about it. But the reason black people, particularly black women, because something about today's African American woman, something about this chick this does not sit right with me. She is not the sister of the 60s. She is not the sister of the 70s. She's not the sister of the 80s. And that had, I don't know, she was stronger than, let me just say this. The sister of the day is no Betty Shabazz. She's no, hell, she's not even a Claire Huxtable. She's not any, Coretta Scott. She's no Sojourner Truth. These chicks today, she can be the master's degree black chick, the PhD, the nursing, the registered nurse, the professor. It's just something about these 2015 strong black whatever. I always say these are the black women that the white man groomed, because whatever white women say, white men say, they jump on it, and they're the biggest, staunchest advocates against Dr. Cosby. But these same women will pay $55 or more to go see R. Kelly. Yeah, I said it because it's the truth. He raped them. Let's get to the point of what's really going on. The question becomes, why so hard on Bill Cosby? He's in Hollywood, and those, if you're in Hollywood, they do a lot of freaky, weird stuff. So if they wanted to tell it on Bill, they could have done that years ago. Not to say that anything's appropriate. If he's guilty of anything, totally out of line. However, the white mainstream media did not attack R. Kelly. And then I started thinking, why not? If we're concerned about the mistreatment of girls and women, regardless of race, I guess, how come CNN, Fox, what else? CNN, Fox, ABC, NBC, all of the major white mainstream media outlets did not grill and attack R. Kelly for molesting these, wait for it, raping or serving as a pedophile? Here it comes. these young black girls. And why weren't we upset about R. Kelly attacking these young underage black girls? But Bill Cosby is accused of attacking these white women. And white folks are upset and Negroes have lined up to take pot shots. Don't y'all find that kind of amazing? Now again, I don't approve of any attack on any woman, period. But I'm not stupid. And my eyes are wide open. So Ebony Magazine, you bought off and you sold out. And that woman, I can't remember that heifer's name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. The CEO. You condescending bedwench. You know damn well that was out of order. And black people aren't stupid. Yeah, we need to have conversations about what's going on in our communities and all of that. But what in the hell does that have to do with when y'all participating in the dismantling of the image of what an African American family can aspire to and what we look like right now and what we've looked like in the past? You know, not all black families are broken. The Cosby Show was awesome. All the actors were awesome. Raven Simone is kind of off right now, but Lisa Bonet is kind of flighty, but she's still sweet. But the image, see, we have to understand images. But it's very interesting, Ebony Magazine. You didn't put a bunch of R. Kelly CDs on your cover and put a shattered glass on that. See, that goes to the point of what we really think about black girls. Black girls rock my ass. What y'all want to do is integrate and fit in and make white folks think that black women, well, it's right, we're down for girls and women, but when is the last time Gloria Allred and white women have ever come to your rescue about any damn thing? So sisters, you need to get yourself in check. And you black dude that's hating on Dr. Cosby, cut it out. Wait for the evidence. All right? Like I'm doing, I'm waiting for the evidence. And I do not approve of any child being attacked or any woman being attacked. But I'm not going to sit here and agree with what white folks saying about Dr. Cosby, especially when he's done so much to gain their approval. So it got to be something that he's done in private that pissed them off in private. So they're using all of their resources to tear him apart. To me, I'm still still Team Bill. But African American women, get your stuff together. You know, and I'm gonna even throw in Susan G. Komen. It's interesting to see all these black women wearing pink and all around these white neighborhoods participating in these march. Newsflash, black women. Go to the ghettos of any city where they have these power plants. That's where the breast cancer is the most, in your neighborhood. But you won't go there because it's not on television. Yeah, I'm attacking issues today. And I'm putting sisters on notice. Shame on you for being such sellouts. Not all, but you know who you are. The majority of you today, y'all kind of suck. And you can say what you want to say about me, but one thing you can't say is I'm a liar and a coward. Gotta tell you to your damn face. Because I'm not a pussy hound. Because it don't take much to get no black chick. Yeah, I said it. And yeah, I know my mama black. I'm aware of that. When I was a little boy, I said, oh, that lady look dark like me. She must be black. So that ain't gonna work. Shaming tactics, that's not gonna work on me. I need you to come to me with logic and prove me wrong. But that's what I'm seeing. Because all through Facebook, all through Twitter, sisters are coming out against Bill Cosby. Come on. Really? And anybody who doesn't like me showing support for Dr. Cosby, we're just showing support for logic and what's fair. And to the sisters who are not guilty of this, I'm not talking to you. But you know who I'm talking about. And I can say what I want to say about black women. Because any intelligent being knows that I'm not talking about all. So you don't have to not comment on this damn post talking about not all, like you're some kind of retarded fourth grader who wears a helmet and slob coming out of his mouth in school. All right, so be intelligent, hear what I'm saying. And let's deal with this. Black community, we got a lot to deal with. This selling out, this self-sabotage, and going along because the mainstream media says, that's a bad black man, that's a bad black woman, and we start attacking them. When our own media, Ebony Magazine, then it's interesting that it's these black chicks. that's leading the charge to attack black men. But then you say, I have black boys at home. Well, whew, I feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for a lot of black boys that got black moms today. Well, if y'all look around some of these malls, you'll see the result of it. But that's a whole nother video, and I'm not trying to insult or attack. I'm just talking about what I see. And yeah, I got my gloves on when I'm working out today. So let me end this video. It's like 20 minutes long, and I didn't mean for it to be that long. And if you stayed with it all this time, I appreciate you. If you want to talk intelligently, let's talk. Because I know we have work to do. Black men got a lot of work to do. I have a lot of work to do. And I'm always working on me. But in the process of working on me, God damn it, I'm talking about what I see. And I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Not just because of Dr. Cosby, but how dare you participate in dismantling such a positive image. That show got a lot of us through the 80s. A lot of us was messed up. But even in the 80s, we didn't believe that that was possible. That's how messed up we are. We didn't believe that a mother can be professional and a father can be professional and the children are intact, the family can be intact, and we weren't poor. Somehow we think we tend to believe that that's who we are as that people of African descent, that we automatically have to be poor. I don't like that. That's not required. So again, shout out to the Million Man March 20th anniversary. Shout out to the brothers and sisters who are being positive. Shout out to no black women. I love you. Can't help it. But I ain't got to kiss your ass because I love you. I'm going to tell you the truth. And you always keep that in mind. A man who's willing to stand and tell you the truth in your eyes, that's the man that loves you. The man that stands there and tries to coddle and cater and tell you what you want to hear, beware. I said it. I'm going to continue to say it. I'm going to continue to tell the truth. Guess what? Because my mother's black. All right? And I want y'all to enjoy this beautiful day. I'm going to continue my workout. I'm going to grab me a nice lunch and then take my ass to work. But thank y'all for listening. And we're vibing. I didn't even yell today. Usually I'd be yelling, but I didn't want to because this is so serious. I really wanted us to talk. If y'all want to talk, I think my phone number is on there. It's on the page. I don't know, but I definitely have an email. Talk to Rico@hotmail.com. Talk to Rico@hotmail.com. Or go to Rico the Opinionist. That's my page. I may have this video on that page as well, my personal page. But Rico the Opinionist and my YouTube channel, Rico the Opinionist, Opinionist. Yeah, and this sunlight is kind of ruining my thank you. But anyway, 22 minutes and 40 seconds. I think that should do it. So if you check it all out, hey, I appreciate it. Let's share this video. All right? Y'all enjoy your day.